Let me take you back to the place where we grew. It was more than just a track in the schoolyard vibes where legends were made. Boys turned to men in the games that we played. Under the sun, life's lessons came raw. Every challenge faced made us stronger for sure. Running through the dirt with our dreams in the race. Competing for respect, every heart was in place. Those playground rules, they became our creed. From basketball courts to the fields of speed. We hustled and flowed with every passing day. Learning how to stand up when life's in the way. In the schoolyard, that's where it began. Brotherhood forged, hand in hand.
Welcome to another edition of the Schoolyard. Yours truly, Clifton the Senior.
Vincent Scott. Every day is Saturday.
Michael Franklin.
And Tommy Maurice.
Maurice.
I'm waiting for Mike to tell you his middle
Sounds so
name.
sweet. Maurice.
You ain't know what?
I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to tell you your middle name, man.
Keep on waiting.
I don't understand, man. Come on, man.
Nobody
Tommy.
knows my middle name, including me.
Tommy just smooth with it.
Hey, hold on. How you gonna say including me?
No, remember you said about your uncle?
Right.
Yeah.
My uncle, my mom said that he named me my middle name. And he's the slowest, well, he's deceased now, but he was the slowest. He got to be in the Guinness Book of Records for the slowest talking person on earth. So I told my mom and my dad years ago, y'all have no idea. When they told me Uncle Elliot gave me my name, I said, I don't know what my name is. He just got tired after hours.
We always just start the show off with a little humor.
Middle name Mumbles.
Exactly.
I hope nobody you know on that side of the family is
That's
watching.
right. I like that, man. Thank you.
Like Brother Man on Martin, right? Anyway, man, yo, tonight's show, man, I think it's gonna be a good one. It's about how do you maintain your peace, you know, in such a time we live in now, man, and in such a chaotic time, you know, how do you maintain your peace, man? So I guess the first question will be easy, man, is you know, what does peace look like? I guess that's where you start at, man.
Peace in today's society looks like moving on, just ignoring and you know, say, well, you know what, go ahead. And I'll clarify that. You know how people, you riding down the street, somebody got road rage and you used to kind of rage back at it, now you just give them that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's
I pull over the side of the road. Go ahead.
right. That's peace.
Yeah.
I think Kev touched base on it a couple weeks ago when he said peace is just no worries. You know, try not to have any worries. I'm not going to worry about it. I mean, but the question is, how does that look in today's world when people have so many worries?
You're not trying to disturb your peace.
Yeah.
Allowing somebody else in to, cause your peace some harm.
Yeah.
Just being comfortable. Just being comfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
Human nature is not to dwell in, but at some point people worry about something. It's just who we are. It's about our kids or something. We don't dwell in it. I think learn to keep it short term. You know, I think Mike and Vince had it down pat, man. You just gotta learn to ignore it, get away from it, walk away from it. Just not let it go.
Yeah.
It's hard, but I think that's the best solution. I mean, because right now, like you said, man, people road rage crazy now. They just cut you off, man, driving the wrong side of the street.
Yeah.
Philly is like, remember the Flintstones? He's getting off work,
Right.
Yeah.
and he goggles was out. He was driving up on the side. That's how Philly has become. That man, it's like, you know, literally
All over the country. It's not just Philly. It's all over the country.
I know. I just cutting through the city. Cutting through the city is like 10 times worse. And then you're right. It's right after the inner city too, but cutting through Philly now. It's like bumper cars, man. It's like, yo, it's crazy.
Look, I'm on the corner. I'm on the corner, and I can just sit there and watch people just don't even slow down for the stop sign.
Right.
I'm like,
The stop sign in Philly means step on pedal.
Yeah, for real.
You know what? I'm gonna say all over the world. I was in an Uber in Portugal a couple months ago, and I'm sitting up front, Carolyn, Derek, and my wife Carol, they sitting in the back. And every time we came to a stop sign, I'm looking at the driver. So he finally says, "Oh, you're looking at me every time I don't stop at that stop sign." I said, "Yeah, about 10 of them." He goes, "Well, stop signs are optional. I mean, stopping is optional."
Well, that's how it is in Aruba too.
And I was like,
Yeah,
"My
yeah,
goodness, man! I mean, you
Not
it's the
driving,
same thing."
Yeah, and in Aruba they don't stop the stop sign,
Right.
and
you're
Well,
absolutely right, Tom.
they say the same thing. It's optional.
It's
it's
optional.
optional,
What's who
yes.
gets there first?
Right. Well,
Yeah.
that's how it is in London. They don't even have stop signs. It's whoever gets to the corner first,
Yeah.
and that's who go. But they only had 4 crashes in the last 2 years.
When
In
I was in the
America,
Cayman Islands, it was like that. And the sad part about it is you driving on the wrong side of the street. So it's like
Mhm.
it just throws you off all the way around.
Yeah, you gotta be
Yeah.
alert.
Yeah. So what are some things you do, to help you find your peace?
Well, for me, I'm a meditator, so I meditate. I
All
meditate,
right.
and I use a mindfulness approach where you accept what you can control and what you can't. You give it to God or let it go. That's basically what you do. Whatever I can control, I accept, and whatever I can't control, I can't control it.
Yep.
I'm learning to let it go.
Yeah.
I-
Well, I mean, the thing is like I always say, don't let the monster make you the monster.
yeah.
So a lot of stuff, I always look at, kind of flash before your eyes. Man, I'm in a peaceful spot. I'm in a good spot. I'm enjoying my life. What is it going to do if me and this guy get into it and we jump on each other? We all bruised up. Somebody going to hospital. It ain't making my life no better. So why do it?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
See, man, I love working in the yard. I do. That's my thing, man. If I cutting something down, tearing something up, moving
Man,
some rocks around, man.
well, I need
That's
to
what I
invite
do.
you. I need to invite you over my house.
It's funny because my neighbor rode past the other day, right? He said, "Oh, you see, you must have been upset about something because I took out a tree. I got stuff stalled up. I got stuff piled up outside of my driveway, about 8 feet high, man, branches and stuff." I was like, "Nah, man, I'm just pruning some stuff back." He started laughing, man. But that's,
Yeah.
I got some trees I want to move in front of my house. You're more than welcome to come get the frustration out.
Look, man, I got a chainsaw. I got all kind of stuff, man.
I got a chainsaw too.
I'm
Yeah.
out there. Look, man. Something about just maybe because it's not what I do every day, so it's just something about getting out there, and I don't have to think. It's like, and nobody bothers you because nobody wants to work, so nobody comes near you while you're working. It's just
Yeah.
I mean, I like music. I do. I listen to music a lot, but yeah, that's my thing, man. I like tearing stuff up, man. It kind of gets the adrenaline flowing, tearing stuff up, tearing stuff down.
Hmm.
Pick things up and put them back down.
Hell yeah, big things. Gotta be big things.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I'm surprised, Mike. Mike need therapy. I
Yes.
don't want to throw him under the bus, but one of the things that he do, he watched the Super Bowl, over and over and over again.
oh, yeah. That's his therapy. That's his therapy.
That's his therapy. Definitely his therapy, because he can
That's
tell
his
you every
therapy.
play, every second, what happened,
Yeah.
who did
I mean,
what,
I even know
maybe-
about.
what referee did what,
Yeah.
what's his number.
Maybe we can give him
I think I'm waiting for him to tell me the referee's wife name. That's how much he's watching.
This is my problem with that. I love watching it, but I still get upset over the bad calls, and I know them. I know them on bar. It's like,
That's what
know when they're
happened.
coming.
That's what happened to him.
Look,
His daughter
I
began-
watch.
That was the side judge number 41 that missed that call on that.
Yeah.
I can tell you, I know their numbers and everything.
You're a fan when you sit there and watch the simulations on Madden,
Yeah.
where they had the Eagles and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. And I sat there and watched the whole thing.
That was 2017.
No, I'm talking about they had this for this
for this year
for
coming
this
up.
year
This year,
coming up.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
We
the
watched it.
assimilations,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
simulate. Yeah.
yeah, we
Yeah,
won, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
that would be interesting. So, why do you think the world seems so chaotic, or is so chaotic?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say social media.
Yeah,
It can't. It changed a lot, but it had to have been some of this chaos all along. It's just that it wasn't available for everybody to see instantly. Because
hmm
now social media, soon as somebody do something, you hear about it. You know
yeah.
about it.
Yeah,
Well, you got so many young people so involved with how many likes they get on social media that it's
True.
ridiculous.
That's true.
yeah. Mike
I
talked
could
about that before. Yeah,
I could care less.
Hmm.
I'm saying
I'm gonna say,
you can send me hates and I look at
Right.
them and laugh.
I'm gonna say, mental health.
Yeah.
Mental health. I think that's reached
Well,
a all-time high of notification
yeah.
and people. I don't know. I guess it seems like to me when people know now. Wait, I'm certifiable. I am crazy. I mean, I do have mental issues. So
Right.
hmm
they seem to
It's a
sometimes they seem
trophy.
to act on them. You know?
Yeah.
It's a
but
trophy to some people.
yeah, but everybody that says that
Aren't
don't
crazy.
have mental health, man. Like,
No, no.
the big thing is, I have people say I blacked out. Like, come on, man. Why I grew up
Yeah,
at you knocked out? You tell me you blacked.
You
They
blacked
blame it
out.
on
Yeah, you
I'm
got
blacked
knocked
out
out.
because I did this. I didn't know what I was.
Yeah.
You hear that a lot.
yeah.
I had a guy in college tell me that. He said when he gets mad, he blacked out. And I told him you're gonna wake up in a hospital.
Right.
I'm
Right.
just telling you now.
I think mental health is a large part of it, but I also think, um, and Mike talked about it. There's no accountability either. I
Yeah.
think people do things now because they count on it not being consequences, and they're shocked when it is consequences.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And consequences are so rare. I think mental health contributes to a lot of. I think trauma, definitely people scarred by trauma, but I think so many people do things that are wrong, and they honestly expect to get away with it. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
even if I get arrested, I expect to be back on the street. It's like zero
Yeah.
accountability. If you
I
look at,
think
but
I think if people really thought about how many eyes are watching them every day, every house got at least 10 ring cameras on the block,
Mm-hmm.
and you still out here doing dumb stuff. And not only do they got your facial recognition and everything on these new cameras, and it's
Hmm.
like, yo, it's like Big Brother is always watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I just think people, even with that, people still do stupid stuff, and they're like,
Well,
you see them on
they
TV, and you see their moms on TV. Okay, I see in a second, Mike, and they're surprised when somebody gets sentenced.
yeah,
Hmm.
they put it out of their mind and think they can get away with it.
Yeah, it's like
Unt- until they show 8 different angles of them doing it.
another thing. I had a lady
But
tell
they
me.
don't care. That's the
I had a
main thing.
lady tell
Yeah.
me. I asked a lady in one of my parenting classes because she was talking about how special. I said, so if your son committed a crime and they had on board they had on camera, you would say he was innocent. She said, yeah.
Wow. Wasn't me. She went with that. Like the joke
Yeah.
that
She
it
knows
wasn't
something.
me.
Yeah. So I mean, you know,
That she wasn't answering you with her actual brain. She was
Right.
speaking on emotions.
well,
Hmm.
but there you go. I think
Yeah.
emotions run so high now, and people don't want to or don't know how to control their emotions.
Yeah,
They don't.
you don't want to believe your loved one did this heinous crime that you sitting here watching,
Right.
you know what I mean, in 4K, you know.
I think even
Right.
the
Right.
news. Remember growing up and the news always started with a feel good story.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They don't
Now
do that
they go right
anymore.
to murder and mayhem.
Well, now the first 10 minutes is
Yeah,
crime, criminal. There's nothing positive. Then they go to weather and sports.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
But remember back in the day when it was like you had Miss So and So was 96 years old. So and so had helped so cross the street. Now it's like you said, they go right into the murder, and people are not.
Because crime sells, unfortunately. And excuse me, in this country, the bottom dollar, the dollar is the bottom of everything.
do you think we
Yeah.
become numb to it?
Mm, I mean, it's like we have.
We definitely accepted, and it became almost the norm. It's almost the norm.
So how did you think we got there, man? And I agree. I agree with both of y'all. How do you think we got there as becoming norm?
Well, we talk about it every time. There's no more discipline. So the parents can't discipline their kids, the teachers, the churches, the bus drivers, the neighbors. Remember when we talked
Yeah.
about it take a village? We talk about how when we was young, we stand on the corner. Here come Miss Scott. Here come Miss Penn. Here come Miss Franklin. Here come Miss Puck. Whoever was coming, yo, hold on, y'all. Here come so and so. And even
Yeah.
if you didn't know her,
Well,
here come an adult.
well, I mean, even if you say y'all sitting out and you see somebody mom get off the bus with a bunch of bags,
You go
Yeah.
help her.
you gonna run down and help her.
You go help her. Right now, they don't care. They
Yeah.
don't care.
Or they take the bags and run.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
because if they help her, they stealing them. Yeah.
Mhm.
I got you.
It's like an easy target.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me put on my shiesty.
Thank you.
So, Tommy mentioned mental health. Did you think family pressures have something to do with it as well? Because there's a lot of
Well,
people out there who let's look at men. I'll just start with men, and I'm not saying all men, but especially lately, I've come across a lot of men, man, who are just like totally stressed out,
yeah.
totally stressed out, man. I have some who walked away from the faith; they just no longer believe in God. I got some who just you get in conversations with them, and they just their eyes start tearing up. Like for life is just hard.
Yeah. I understand.
I hear that. I don't. I
No,
always
it's
say,
about to be a
Well,
I'm
Micism.
sorry.
It's about to be a Micism. What you're about to say?
a lot of people's situations are so much tougher
Conflict. Yeah.
than what anything we're used to. I listen to some stories for some friends, and I feel horrible. I'm like, wow, yeah, I'm sorry that you had to go through that, but you here to talk about it. You know what I mean? And you here to make a change.
I gotta hear Mike's opinion, man. Because
No, no, no,
So
no.
he was winding it up. He was getting
yeah,
ready
he
to
was
go.
like, he had that sitting up. He was like,
No, I think that it's real tough out here. We are fortunate. That's what I was getting ready to say. We are fortunate. And meantime, we talk about this a lot. I'm not gonna say we took things for granted, but we are truly blessed, all of
Yeah,
us, that we didn't go through the turmoil and we don't know about not eating and homelessness and not having a job, not finishing school. We don't know about that kind of stuff. And a lot of people that we know or that we grew up with, that we see, that we, run across a lot, and we didn't realize the struggles that a lot of people go through. And I know for me, a lot of time I'll be like, why? And you have to learn how to take yourself out of that equation and try to put yourself in their shoes,
no,
because
sir. No,
I
sir.
question it a lot. Like, wow, we are fortunate. We are lucky. We
yeah,
are blessed.
Yeah, I
yeah,
know Chris and Isaac, they give out that food,
Hmm.
and that you'd be surprised who's in those lines that
Hmm.
that need to eat. And
yeah,
some of them don't. They're just greedy,
yeah,
but a lot of
yeah,
them need to
yeah,
eat.
The majority of them, that's survival.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Hmm.
it's like when I do Toy Story every year. You always get those families, man, who you don't realize because they look like everything's okay. Because they clean and they dress a certain way, and then you engage them in conversation, man, and you meet somebody that haven't had Christmas in years because they're a single mom and they're trying to make it work, or
yeah,
you meet somebody that can't have Christmas because they got to choose between keeping utilities on and food, and Christmas is a third tier, and you're amazed because you see them and they don't. And I hate to say this, but we think people like that look a certain way, and they don't. They
Right,
yeah.
pass
right.
They look normal, but
and
you
they work.
also you
Yeah.
also got that family that park the Lexus around the corner and then walk around, and you know what I
But you
mean?
know what? It's funny because I find few of those. You get them, But most of the people, because most of the people there, man, you can tell because some of them just their pride is in the way because they're not super enthusiastic about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like I got it. But then you get someone coming in, man, they think they hit the lotto.
Yeah.
Yo, I need 2 bags. Like, yo, can I take everything off the table? So yeah, but most people come, you can tell because they're humble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they kind of like, especially the couples who come, and they'll tell you like, hey, he's been out of work, or they both work. Things just cost a lot now.
Yeah. They do. They
Mm.
do. But I'm like this. I'm in a situation and where right now life is on cruise control, and I'm not going to take from others that really need
Yeah,
it. But
Yeah.
man, they giving out this down here. Let me go down here. No, they got some people that actually need it.
Right.
I agree.
You know.
But you do have those. Like when I go back down to the Discovery Center every year, I have some people that's been coming for 10 years.
Hmm.
And I have some people who they almost got a ban because they get indignant when they can't take the best of everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you get some people who will give you their last $5 because they want to feel like they have to give you something.
Right.
But you get like there's people who they're like grandkids of the people we grew up around there.
Yeah.
And they have this high expectation, man. Like you owe them. And they want to be the first in, they want to take the best because we try to set it up so it's enough for everybody. So it's the person that comes at 2 o'clock has the same choice as the person that comes at 9 o'clock. But you'd be
Right.
surprised, man. Folk coming in free, man. You get some in there who they think you're supposed to give it to them.
Wow.
Wow.
My
Wow.
grandfather thought so. And then they get mad. We say, well, so what? Yeah, it's like, yeah, he told me he knew you. Okay, that's nice. So you
Yeah.
get those, man. And that's why I'm sometimes the pressure, man. I can't imagine, like you said, Mike. Just think about that, man. You go to work every day. You work hard. Your wife works hard, and you still can't afford to do certain things. The basic. I'm not talking about extra stuff. There's a lot of people like that, man, who they just don't have extra.
Right.
And I think that makes it hard for some people to find peace. And then there are some people who put peace in the wrong things because they think it's all material stuff.
Right.
Well, let me ask you a question, because I find people who look at the glass half empty are people who really struggle with peace versus the people who see the glass half full.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that because I know I always look at my glass is more than half full.
Yeah.
I don't dwell on negativity. I never did. I always felt like I could do this. I'm gonna do that. I've always felt that way.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of people who when you talk to them, see, I have a tendency to think people who see the glass half empty focus on what they don't have. I
Right.
think people like you guys and myself who see it half full, if we don't have it, we always figure we can get it.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not the group to sit back and just complain about what we don't have.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people who don't find peace because they do worry about what they don't have. They're driving a perfect good car, but they don't have a new car because their neighbor has a new car.
Don't let do this get you down.
Yeah, they get to
Yeah.
go on vacation, but the neighbor's going to York, and they only get to go. You hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm talking about adults. I'm not talking about young adults either. I'm talking
Right.
about people that 30, 40.
Yeah.
We worry about what somebody else has.
Yeah. I mean, you can't worry. You can't worry about that.
Mm-mm.
It goes
Because
back to
you never know. You can't count other people's money. It's like
Right.
people come in, man, that's a nice big house. I say, come with big bills.
But it
Yeah.
comes back
But
to
nobody
what you said.
made. I chose to live here, so
People
I
look
have
at
to
social
accept
media
those
now.
big bills.
But people look at social media and they think it's real.
Mm-hmm.
They do. When you get the guy on social media, it's just funny because this is a guy I used to work with, right? And he bought a new house. Everybody was getting houses. He bought a new house, nice house, too, nice big house. But everybody was having people over. He never had people over. So everybody was like, man, let's say Jim. Jim never invites people over. What's going on? And even when you dropped them off, he would never say come in.
Mm-hmm.
So one day, he had a little family emergency, had to go and come to find out Jimmy had no furniture.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because he had the house, but they couldn't, they had like the snack tables and some folding chairs and stuff like that. But,
Yeah.
because he couldn't furnish the house.
Yeah.
And I think to your point, Mike, that happens a lot, man. And when you put your piece into material things, and Tommy said it, you can't control that. Somebody could run into your car, somebody could steal your car,
Yep.
all kind of stuff, man. But I think that's become so prevalent now because of social media, because everybody wants to keep up with the Joneses.
Mm-hmm.
I do. And I think family pressures, because I'm not saying any of our wives, so let me put that out there. But I know husbands who say their wives just put pressure on because they want. Because hey man, we were Tommy and Patty was talking about this new mink coat, so now she thinks she wants to make, your wife. Well, how come Tommy can get Patty a mink coat? Or Vincent, they got a brand new Lexus. How come we ain't getting a brand new Lexus? And I remember early in my marriage, my wife would say that because we ain't working 2 jobs. But
I have a friend of mine. His wife wasn't working, and she told him he needed to get a second job. I told him, I said, "You tell your wife 2 jobs for 2 people."
You know what I told her? You are my second job.
But you need to get a first job.
Tell your wife 2 jobs is for 2 people until you get a job.
But that happens in families. A lot of guys, their wives put pressure on them because they do want to keep up with the Joneses. Because I'm hanging out with Tommy, Vincent, and Mike, and they see it, and they're like, "Well, why we don't have that?" I hear it a lot. I hear it a lot, man. When guys are talking about, man, their wives want this.
You can't ever be jealous about what another person has.
Real,
because it's always going to be people that have more, and there's going to be a lot of people that have less.
But this feeds into my 85% number.
Yeah.
Back to 85%.
I mean, if you,
no, ain't back. I'm just being nice. I'm just
49.
I'm just being nice.
85. 85, Chris. I'm with the 85.
I'm just telling you, man. No matter what it is, you always find.
I'm sticking around that 49. I still think.
But you don't really believe that yourself. You don't believe in 49. You don't believe that yourself, man. But you might not be at 85, but you ain't at 49.
No.
If you're at 49, then you must got an open bar over there somewhere. Because man, everybody nice.
Yeah.
But what about financial stress? Do you think that contributes to people not having peace, man? Because now, gas. At one time, gas was almost $5 a gallon. You go to the grocery store, man. You spend $80 on nothing.
Yeah,
I went to Sam's Club today. I went to Sam's Club today. Didn't have half the cart full, and I spent almost $300. Yeah, and that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I got some medicine from the pharmacy, right? So I'm gonna tell you, my wife says I'm getting old. So they shorted me a pill. I want to go back for my pill. I'm like, yo.
Right. Well, no, because you're going to need it later on in the month, and you pay for it.
I'm supposed to take 2 pills at a time. I'm not getting my full treatment. And she was like, I can't believe you.
I
want my pill.
I was at the gas station a couple weeks ago, and I saw the guy pumping the gas. And I'm looking at the thing move, but I don't see. Then when they got to like 15 cents, I saw the hose like jump. So I didn't say nothing. He came to me, he said, $73.59. I said, I'm going to give you $52. So you mean you're going to give me $52? I said, for 15 cents per gallon. So you put 18 gallons in my car, and for 15 cents per gallon, I didn't get no gas. And you can't tell me it was just the first one.
Yeah.
I'm going to multiply that time 18. And then he said, well, that don't. I said, well, whatever 18, subtract that from that. And Cal was like, Mike, you can't prove. I said, he can't either. I can prove that for the first 18 cents, nothing was coming out that hose.
But that's been happening. Or, they had somewhere, it jumped the dollar amount. Like you said, it starts at $0, but then it would jump to like $5 right away.
Mm-hmm.
They were catching people over here doing that, man.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Well, he told me, he said, I'll call the cop. I said, go home. I said, I'm going to call him too. Say, you robbing me.
But I saw that on the news too, Chris, about the pill. Somebody said, when you count your pills, because you're not getting all your pills.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, I don't have time to do that. You want me to?
Yeah, but check this out.
Count my pills, but they were like, count your pills.
Yeah.
If the doctor says you need to take 2 pills a day, right? for your treatment, and you get an odd number of pills, you're not being fully treated.
Right.
Yeah, no.
So I'm gonna get my money's worth. So I said, I'm going back to get my pill. And she was like, man, you sound like some old man. I'm like, just like Vincent said, I'm ready to go back and say, where's my pill?
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm
I tell
already
you,
upset because I'm paying more now than I was before.
I'll tell you a funny story. When I first got cancer and they put me on the hormone treatment, and University of Pennsylvania pharmacy called me up at work and said, we got your medicine, but the copay is kind of high. Kind of high copay to me is like $65. I was like, man, I can deal with that. Yo, $900
Woo.
for a
Copay.
copay a
Mm.
month. And we went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Of course, I never paid that $900
Right.
because when I told my doctor, she told me how it was supposed to go. They were supposed to try to find out what's best for the patient. And like CVS got a special medicine branch that deals with that. And my actual payment was $65. But now that I'm retired, I'm on a program and it's free.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Well, no, that's good. $900. And they know people can't
Nine.
afford that. So,
Now, because they made the mistake, the supervisor wasn't in, so they didn't explore and see what was the best option for the patient. They screwed up, so they had to eat that $900.
oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, I was on a medicine cost $30,000 a month. One for an infusion, University of Penn.
Yeah,
I'm going there for a whole year, and my MS is in great shape. They think it might be the cure.
yeah,
Insurance company came the next year and says, we spent $360,000 on one medication. We have to drop you.
Mm.
So I went to my neurologist, and she said, well, let me call the medicine company and see what we can do. She called him,
yeah,
told him I was, a best patient, and she think this might be a cure. The company came to me and says, hey, you willing to do commercials? You willing to if this is the cure, you willing to do commercials for no pay? I said, you going to keep me on this medicine? They said, yep, we'll keep you on this medicine. I paid nothing for a whole year.
yeah,
Whatever they paid. I don't know what kind of medicine they making. Most medicine you think come out of the ground or, whatever. So, I don't know what they put in that medicine. All I know that
yeah,
it kept me with no flare-ups for a whole year, for 2
yeah,
years,
yeah.
So,
Y'all so much nicer than me. Y'all are so much nicer than me. Remember how you handle stress, Chris?
You might go to the pharmacy.
but you going to steal the medicine?
I ain't gonna steal it, but they tell me
They going to drop you.
nah, they gonna need some medicine when I finish with medicine.
This is the mental health stuff you talking about, Tommy. They gonna say this dude got some mental health issues.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, when
They
you
gonna need some medicine.
when you're in a
They gonna be on the
situation
news.
when you're in a situation where
Yeah, your life is in it's life or death.
this medicine is life or death.
Yeah.
$900 a month is nothing.
Nothing when you can figure to save his
Especially
life. Yeah.
especially when they told me on the slide, as long as you paying back on a payback program, $5 a month, you good. I said, I'll get $5 a month for the rest of my life.
Yeah, okay.
The thing about it is, it don't cost them $900 to make that medicine 30.
No.
No, it don't. No, it
This
don't.
is a
It don't.
capitalist country,
And and
and
you
they
know
get
what?
away
It's
with
not
it.
cost. Yeah,
And you know who did the research and found it at the price? Me.
always the case. Always the case. It's like when you go. It's like when you go somewhere and they give you this price and you say, "Oh, this is the rock bottom price." Man, I'm out of here. Oh, wait a minute. I got another deal. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Or this is my last rock bottom price. Man, so yeah, it's all their fault for that. So
I mean, the
this is what
thing
we need
is,
right here. Go ahead.
research is a dangerous thing, boy.
No,
It can help you, but it can hurt you too.
that's why they don't want you to have knowledge, though. And I think,
Yeah,
Right, exactly.
and that's
yeah,
what they say, ignorance is bliss.
yeah.
So the next conversation is right up Mike's alley.
Uh-oh.
How do you think political division it causes help causes chaos and not allow you to, not you, but anybody to experience peace.
Well, you know what? We look
No names,
to
Mike, no names. I know we say it every time.
we look at, like we look supposed to be looking up to politicians, but we're finding that they're some of the biggest criminals that the world has to offer.
Hmm.
And it's disheartening because I don't want to say the S runs downhill, but yeah, kind of sorta.
I used to be like that, and then I realized something. They just represent America, man.
Yeah.
Represent
They
America, and
I
a
mean, that's the
lot of
people.
stuff.
That's the people that live in this country. That's the kind
yeah.
of people that live in this country.
Well, Chris, the 85%, the thing is they
Yeah.
in it to
See,
get they
Vince,
in it to
man,
get
Vince is,
rich.
I convinced Vince
They
two one one.
they
I got one down and two more to go.
no, but if you look at the politicians' portfolios, they became millionaires and billionaires off of knowledge gained from being involved with politics.
Lobbying, taking,
Yeah,
stealing constantly. Yes.
yeah,
And it's gotten worse.
absolutely.
And it's gotten
Hmm.
worse over the years. Now it's like out in the open.
Yeah,
Insider trading. Just the stuff they do. They
yeah,
sell a stock weeks before they decide they know the stock is going to crash, or they
Right.
to the
yeah,
company.
yeah.
But I think deeper along those lines is race. Race has become a real issue in this country.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's one of the major issues, race, and then behind race would be economic, because people look at people who don't have or have less than them as a certain view. But race is
Yeah.
definitely a key contributor to, I think, the lack of peace and chaos in this country.
Yep.
Well, it's significant. It's definitely, and this nut that's in the office right now, he wants to go back at least to the 50s.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to get rid of all the civil rights. He want to get rid of. Well, he got rid of affirmative action, DEI. He's doing all that, and he got people now questioning. You mean we didn't have to let them live in our neighborhoods, go to our
oh yeah,
banks,
yep,
buy homes in our
yep,
communities?
yep.
That's what's happening in this country right now.
Hmm.
But those are the people who've always felt like that. He's giving them courage.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I
But
said,
think
he
about it.
made he made it okay to be a racist.
I
Hmm.
was watching. My wife watches those shows. I don't, because we'll get into that too. But there was one particular show where they had these light skinned people, so to speak. I'll be nice. And they were talking about how they were down for Trump wants to deport the Haitians, no more nationalized, citizens when it comes to Haitians. But at the same time, he's opened up the border for South Africans, so white South Africans.
Yeah, the
They get
white
a
flag.
tablet, they get
Yes.
money, they getting all this stuff. So like, and they definitely they undocumented. So what's the difference? And they couldn't tell you
Yeah.
the difference. They
Yeah.
couldn't tell you the difference.
Well, remember when he first was talking about the border and
Yeah.
Finland? What he said, Finland. He named three countries in the Baltic part of Europe. They're welcome to come in. Sweden, it was Sweden, Switzerland, and and Norway. They can come to America anytime they want to.
Yeah.
98% white.
And Canada.
Hmm.
Canada's the one is a big open border.
Hmm. Right.
Yeah. But I think politics has also become a way for people to is up to your point, Mike. It's like back in the 50s and 60s when they used certain laws that was on the books. Politics has become for people to justify the way they behave.
Yes.
Like you look at the January 6th.
Yeah. If that was black people doing, they still be identifying body parts.
Who
Yeah.
you
Still.
telling? Who you telling? No rubber bullets.
Mm-mm. Oh
Yeah.
no, no.
They had been on the
That would
roof
have
with
been
their
a massacre of all
with their
time.
50 cal. Ba-da-da-da-da, like you say,
Yep.
body parts.
But I think
Hmm.
on the
Well,
other
I
side
think
of the
Chris,
coin,
Chris,
there's a
I think
lot of
you hit on a lot of stuff that's key to chaos, and I agree with all of it. The race, the economic part, just the in general politicians. God bless my brother's soul. Reggie, everybody. Chris, you spoke at his service. Beautiful job. You saw how many lawyers got up there and spoke. All them lawyers he helped make lawyers.
yeah.
Hmm.
And Reggie was practicing law since he was 13, 14 years old, working for Judge Hickenbacker and everybody else. But as he got more into it, he realized that, especially as they were lawyers becoming politicians and stuff like that, he started seeing all that stuff that you're talking about.
The corruption.
All the trouble in the world is coming from lawyers and politicians. They're more crooked than the crooks out here. They're doing more stuff that's crooked and causing more chaos. As you say, what causes the chaos? They're causing more chaos than the crooks that's out here today.
Well, Mike says this all the time, and this is you got to applaud Reggie. Mike talked about how you can look at certain people we grew up with, and based on their awards and stuff they got in school, you kind of can see what kind of human beings. People think just because people get an education, that don't change your heart, man. That don't change your motive. It don't change your
No, it don't. It don't.
It doesn't.
You got a bad character. You got a bad character.
Exactly. And the same thing, if you have a good character, then you have a good character.
Yeah, but I think Brewster's Millions. There's a line in the movie in Brewster's Millions that's it's when he said he thought it was funny, but now it's so prevalent when I don't know if you know the movie Brewster's Millions. He got all this money, you got to get rid of it Richard Pryor before time runs out.
Right.
He wants the guy to sue him, so he says, why would a millionaire run for a job making $100,000 a year? He must be planning to steal.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's so true now. I mean, it's a joke in the movie, but if you think about it,
right?
It's the truth.
Yeah,
it's the truth.
Guys are becoming millionaires. They start out rich and they become millionaires.
It's Trump. Trump is. I mean, his wealth has doubled or tripled since being president.
Yeah, and it's family. But I think that also adds to because it's hard. Like when people who look like us take your side, and the justification is crazy. You know, like nobody has ever said we did it by ourselves, and nobody ever said that. We never look down on somebody else and say, hey, because this person. But you do see that now with people who look like us, who like I'll give you a perfect example. Carmelo Anthony, young man accused of stabbing a white guy. There were black people making videos when they first came out, man. They don't understand, and he should be arrested, and they just go murder. He should be all crazy stuff, man. Before everything came out, his parents wasn't at the trial. People released his videos, and then it just came out with his white lady showed a video where that the white guy, the other twin that didn't get killed, actually started it.
They started it, right?
Yeah, but you see how quick we jump to defend, the other side, and I don't know why. How it was somebody that said he had different parents, he would have turned out different. It was crazy, this stuff black people were saying about him. Not white people, black people were saying how the rush to judgment.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of contributes to it too, because most people who don't look like us, all it takes is one person who looks like us to kind of solidify their position.
Right.
Well, Tommy agrees with me, so it must be right. So I just, it's interesting because I think that creates a lot of peace, disruption within families, because there's families who don't talk to each other because of politics.
Yeah.
There's families, man, who start Trumpers or start fighting or whatever it is, Obama, that they divide over politics.
That old cliche, don't talk religion and politics, because that can divide the world almost. It starts everywhere in the household a lot of times.
Yeah.
I add sports to that, man, because sports can do some damage too, man.
Yeah. But sports can unite quicker than religion and politics can. Long as it's your team. Now the other team, woohoo.
Yeah. Yeah, but sports can mess up some families too, man.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah, sports can do a job with some families too, man. So it's interesting though. So let me get to the next topic here. So I thought we would have more to say on politics. So that was interesting, man. What about mental health? And Tommy talked about mental health. What about mental exhaustion, fatigue?
It's real.
It's definitely real.
It's totally real.
And people have to learn how to prioritize and make sure they get proper sleep, proper food, proper, a lot of stuff that you have to take on personal and say, I need this amount of sleep. I need this amount of nutrition. I need that. And if you don't get that, it will stress you out. And stress can kill.
Yeah. So what about some of the things that we're connected to? Like people get so connected to material things. We talked about it, social media. Man, I remember being around people, man, and certain things on TV, man, they rush to get home to see it. Gotta see it.
Get mad if they miss an episode.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, the soap operas ruined a whole lot of people.
yeah,
It ruined a lot of people, and it was designed to ruin us because our parents watched the soap operas back in the 50s, 60s. A lot of parents, a lot of mothers didn't work, and it gave the white image because back then it was only whites on them soap operas, and they go to dinner with an ascot on. They had a tuxedo on, a gown to have a regular dinner in their house, and everybody had a sofa. You know, everything was rich, 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 and it made us think, wow, that's how they really live. And realistically, we know they don't.
Yeah,
But they put that image in our head. And subliminally, we thought, wow, white people got money, they rich. That was done through the soap operas.
yeah,
I truly believe that.
no, I agree. I think images on TV has done more to hurt us,
Hmm.
probably than anything else out there because, like, not just on TV, rap music,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
things that how we describe ourselves. TV plays a large role. I say this all the time. Homer Simpson is the longest running father on TV. He's
yeah,
outlasted every other father on TV. Homer Simpson.
wow.
yeah, yeah,
And think about this. I would ask guys in the fatherhood group about positive role models. The younger guys have nobody, but the older guys, you talk about it's either the Cosby's or Good Times. There's no in between.
Fred
yeah.
Sanford. Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's really going back. But those guys, they say the Cosby's a good time, and you'd be surprised how many people associate with Good Times. The Good Times to me, it was a TV show, but I never every week something bad happened.
They,
Yeah,
they, they were the most negative
Yeah,
family. Nothing good never happened.
ever,
Hmm.
ever.
The
And so,
elevator
yeah.
wasn't working. They lose their job. They got a guy that's going to play football, and he got the freak incident and tear his knee up.
Tear his knee up. Yeah,
Right.
but that's been like when I was in college. It's funny, two things. When I was in college, that we had practice at 4 o'clock, right? Started at 4 o'clock. Um, General Hospital didn't go off to 4 o'clock. We had guys that was late to practice.
Because they were watching General Hospital.
When Luke and Laura was on the run, all we did
Yeah.
was run at practice because every time
oh
somebody was late, we
man,
had to run. So we every time somebody was late, we had to run. And but people were mesmerized by that show, man. And you know, that and I'm talking about college now. You talking about
I
look,
college?
yeah.
know.
At
Mhm.
Eastern in the student center at 1 o'clock, you couldn't get a seat because everybody was there watching All
General,
My Children.
all my
Yeah.
children, yeah.
You
I
could
used to
get,
run through
you
McKeldin
could
Center
get,
and snatch the
look,
cord out the wall where they be in there.
you yo, if you wanted a class that you needed and couldn't get, you get it at 1 o'clock.
Only Mike.
Right.
Only Mike. Is that the girl?
I used to run through McKeldin Center. They be sitting around there, and that's when the TVs and say I would pull the cord right out the wall and keep running.
Mm.
If you're a child watching this home, don't try this. This is not nah, but that's just how much of an impact, even among educated people. You're right. Television has a big thing, and it's funny because I've met when I went to school in upstate New York. I met Caucasian people who their only impression was what they saw on TV.
Yep,
Yes.
yep.
Hmm.
And they swore it was true. They swore it was true.
Look, imagine going to school in Kentucky.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
I can imagine. Yeah,
Hmm. Ooh, look, a real black man.
yeah. And it's funny because they even when I was in corporate America, they would say, "Well, you're different," and I would always put on the spot like, "Who else you know from my neighborhood?"
Yeah.
And they would just kind of look at me stupidity, but they just had this image of, and I've always said either we got to act like Shaniqua or Ben Carson. Anybody in
Well,
between, they don't
right.
understand.
But I'm sure all three of y'all know I've heard it my entire
Yeah,
adult life. You're not like most black people.
yeah.
How do you know? I'm the only black person you know, and you don't
That's
know
my
me.
question.
Yeah,
Because of
for real.
TV.
Hmm.
Because of TV.
Because we not running around cursing. We don't have our pants sagging down. We put a shirt and tie on and know how to tie a tie. We
Well,
go to work. We do what we're supposed to do. You're not like most. Oh, you
well,
speak so well.
the thing is you know how to conduct yourself.
Yes.
and you know when you're at work how to conduct yourself,
My,
but
my, yeah.
might not necessarily mean how you conduct yourself when you hanging out with your friends. You
My
know,
first reality check to TV was Red Fox. I
Mm-hmm.
was supposed to be looking at listen to Red Fox, but Sanford and Son, but he wasn't Sanford and Son, and he was talking about how white people look at Tarzan and think that's real. How
yeah,
Tarzan came over here and he took over
yeah.
the black people and stuff like that.
He go to Africa and take
Yeah.
over.
And he used to tell
Really?
these jokes. He used to tell, he had the colorful vocabulary, man. He's like, yeah, go down to Harlem and try that.
Yeah,
He said, you can take a whipper chair, whatever volume you want to take. But he was saying different words. Go ahead,
Right.
let's see how that
yeah,
worked out. And he was talking to white people like, now, did that make sense to you? And he was right. People saw that and they really thought that's what happened. And he went over there and he domesticated, he took over, he king of the jungle, and he just runs Africa now. And I think
yeah.
that shaped a lot of minds. And I think that also distorted peace because how can you have peace when you have a false narrative about somebody? You
Well,
know,
the thing is that's them thinking that they're superior.
oh, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
oh, definitely.
Exactly right.
How else would they think a white man can go to Africa and run things? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Just the jungle, the animals, the natives.
He
Right.
took over, man.
You like, really?
And he's swinging around with a line, a
Yeah.
cloth on, and he
Yeah.
can swing around. Yeah, okay.
Speaking broken English, recharging.
He doesn't.
DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's funny because
And they even go to the kids with Georgia the Jungle.
oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that. Yeah, but at least he was dumb.
Goes to the
Yeah.
jungle.
At least he was dumb, so we had some hope there. But I think as we close to the end, I think there's a lot of stuff, man, that I think helps take our peace away. And I go back to the beginning. I think Mike and Vincent kind of had the best idea. You learn how to function and not let it bother you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, and Tommy talked about meditating. That's something that has to be taught because most of us we don't know how to make our minds be still.
I told Tom I'm interested in learning meditation, man. I really
Yeah.
am.
Yeah, me too. I don't know how to
But
do
it's hard because you got to be disciplined because you got to kind of and Tommy knows this. You got to make your mind be still. Most of like me, if I sit down for 5 minutes, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Minute number six, yep.
My
Minute number
mind
six, I'm
be
thinking about what I got to do. What's next? It just starts.
yeah. My mind 100 miles an hour. It's
Yep.
like,
You got you
Yeah.
got you got to start with 2 minutes.
No, I can do 2 minutes. And when
You
I
got
get
you
Yeah.
past
got you
that,
got you got to start. You got to start with 2 minutes and build up.
I can
Yeah.
do 5 minutes. But 5:01 is over.
Well, if you do 5 minutes, then you there. You get the
It
5
ain't
minutes.
enough, man. It ain't enough. I still got to tear something down and break something up and cut something down,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah,
the only time I'm meditating is I fall out until what I call an old man nap in the middle of the afternoon.
yeah. I mean, I knew when I first started it. Like I said, I started with 2 minutes, and at one time I went up to 7 minutes, and I fell asleep. I was like, wait a minute.
That's a good thing, though, right?
Right, yeah, that means right.
Yeah.
That's how relaxed my mind had became.
Yeah,
That
that's
I'm
extended
sitting there
meditation.
just, I'm really just concentrating on my breathing, in and out, breathing, in and out, then getting your mind clear, and then you take your mind to focusing on that or focusing on this, and you get to the point where you just can really get there. I mean, now I could do an hour without falling asleep. I mean,
You do an hour?
I can do an hour. I can do an hour.
Wow.
I don't. I
Bless you,
meditate
my
every
brother.
day, and I do 5 times a day. About 45 minutes. Over 5 times a day.
So 9 minutes at a time.
Well, 10. No, it's like
10.
it's more than because I do at least 10 minutes. 10 minutes at a time, and I do my 10 minutes, and then I change up and I do something else. But
I don't think I've ever meditated.
No,
Yeah.
it's really a good thing. You really gotta concentrate on your breath, on your breathing. It's just amazing if you just took a look and said, I'm just gonna take regular breaths or I'm gonna take deep breaths. I mean,
Yeah.
how long can I just take deep breaths, or how long can I take shallow breaths? And you just concentrate on breathing. It builds up the ability to relax your mind. Chris is right. And meditation, the key to meditation is that you have to relax your mind. And
I
if you get
failed
there,
already.
say that again.
I failed already, man. I'm telling you. 501, I'm telling you, man. I can sit here, like I get up in the morning. It's funny because it's the same thing. I get up, do my devotions in the morning, and I allow time afterwards, just like you pray to hear from God. I'm telling you, I can give you a good 5 minutes. 501.
But
It's a wrap.
Time to cut a tree down. Huh?
You're amazing because you said that. I had a group of about I guess 14, 15 people of all MS patients, and my neurologist was saying Tommy is doing so good with the meditation. He's helping us out there. So she asked me to teach the group, and I put the bell on 5 minutes, and after 3 minutes, 7 of them were asleep.
That'd be a good deal for you. I give you a perfect example.
7 of them was asleep, and 2 of them was jumping off the roof.
The doctor said, your blood pressure is down. Whatever you're doing, keep it up. So Deb looked at me. So the doctor's like, what have you been doing? And cutting down trees, moving goose egg stone, refinishing the deck out back.
Yeah.
I worked on the retaining wall because I couldn't do anything for a year because I had this link. So to me, that's my peace, man. That's my form of meditation.
Yeah. Well, you start just concentrate on breathing. Just concentrate on breathing. We all gotta breathe.
Breathing while I'm working, man.
Yeah, but don't nothing else comes in your mind. Nothing in your mind. You train your mind with nothing in your mind. But
you got to teach me.
That's the hard part.
How do you have nothing in your mind?
Nothing.
You don't let it in. You don't let it in. You just I'm going
to
concentrate on this breath.
Yes. You're in the room by yourself.
I am right now. Yes.
You married, man. You mean you had nothing on your mind, man. You got to teach me that trick. Let me tell you, man. When I don't, you got something to be on my mind. She got something to be on my mind.
I'll tell you this. She recognized the trainer. She tells everybody he meditates, and when he meditates, I leave him alone. That's okay.
I meditate doing football.
No,
when I first met her.
I never met your wife.
I
never met her, but
I'm meditating, the Eagles. I'm meditating.
I tell my wife I'm meditating. You
ain't sound to do it. I'm in Zen mode.
That's my story. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
During football season on Sundays, from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. on Monday, you can act like you don't know me. I don't exist. So I meditate every Sunday for all day.
See, that's me. See, that's me. Man. It's like, yo,
that's what her boy wife. She was like, on Sunday I can walk around the house butt naked, and he don't know.
And get out the way. Move. Get out the way.
How long is halftime?
Huh? She said,
how long is halftime? Like, yo.
Come back in 10 minutes.
Right. Halftime being about.
It's a special person that can just empty their mind. To me, I can, I don't see how people do it. And I hear more and more people are getting into meditation. I just don't.
They say it's good for you. They say
you hear LeBron James. That's LeBron James contribute that to his longevity. Meditation.
Let me tell you something.
I don't know how you can it, but
if I was 40 years old playing the NBA, still making millions of dollars, I can meditate too now.
Yeah. You ain't got a care in the world.
I'll be sitting there on the bench like you. I'm meditating.
Yeah, it must be a nice thing. You know what? My kids and since I've been never had a bill.
Yeah,
my grandkids.
Right.
Not gonna have it. Right. Yeah.
I can meditate then too. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's good though. I gotta figure it out, man. But see, I look at it this way too. You know what? At 65 or soon to be 65, I can still do that stuff, man. I got a young male, man. He just looks at me, shakes his head every time he comes past, man. He's like, man, you always. He went to school with my son, so he knows. He says, man, you always doing something.
Gotta keep moving.
It's cheaper than going to the gym. I don't have to pay gym membership.
Yeah. At 35, you got the golden sneakers You don't have to pay anyway.
Oh yeah, that's what my wife said. Yo, I can't wait to get 65 because we better go to the gym for free.
Yeah, it's 65. I'm
That's a
waiting too.
fact.
And
You
what
can go to
Huh?
the
gym
gym
is
for
that?
free.
You can get
I didn't know
free
Yeah,
that.
gym. Yeah, it's called
yeah,
the
free membership.
golden
Yeah.
sneaker, silver
Okay.
sneaker, or golden sneaker, something like this.
What's it? What's the gyms? The big gyms? Yeah, they have 50, 65. You can go
Oh,
for free, man.
65, you don't have to pay
So,
for
Yeah,
no membership.
nah, no, I ain't
I
paying no
missed the whole
membership.
year plus.
Yeah,
yeah.
you can get
Um, what,
free
what's the
gym
big gym?
membership.
Vincent? I
I
can't
got
think of the
I
name.
got 18 days left. In
Uh,
Yeah.
18 days, I'll be 65. So
there
yeah,
you
I might
go, boy.
have to find
Set
that.
it up, set it up.
Find
Yeah,
that.
man, you get to go take. I think the Y is free, and what I think. What's the gyms? I can't think of the name of the gyms, but yeah,
Planet Fitness.
Planet
yeah, but yeah,
Fitness,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Because I got a
Um,
Charles. You know Charles.
LA
LA
Fitness.
Fitness,
LA
Yeah,
Fitness.
yeah.
That's my
yeah.
gym, LA Fitness.
A couple
Yeah, I
guys.
like LA because they got the pool, the
Yeah,
sauna,
that's
and
why I like
everything.
that. They got
Yeah.
A
and they
couple
got a
guys I know go
basketball.
for free. Yeah, a couple guys I know go for free.
They got a basketball court.
Oh,
Man, I
I
don't
already
even
told
stop
the
at the
guy.
basketball
I already
court, man.
told the
I ain't
guy the
stop at the
desk.
basketball court.
I told the guy the desk. 65. I ain't paying for nothing. You know that, right? He always like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Man, when you go to like my barber gets a discount for 65.
Oh
Does he?
wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Is he a
oh,
master barber?
it's
Huh?
Was he a master barber?
It cost me $20, man.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
It
You
ain't
won't
much.
be 65 to November, Chris. Vince, you got a whole year plus. You won't
I'm
be
yeah,
65. Yo,
decent.
when it
You
comes,
you got to go a
look,
whole year past December.
all you
yeah.
gotta say is what year. I was born in 1961. That's 65 years ago.
Hmm.
Look, hey Chris,
They don't know. They don't
that'll
know
make you
that it's
laugh.
November 6th.
I gotta make you
Yeah,
laugh,
but that's
Chris.
61. That's all I think. What year you born in 61? You good.
Look,
Yeah.
when I went to college, my brother taught me how to cut my own hair. So I've been to the barber maybe twice in my life because my
Oh
father
wow.
used to cut hair, my
Oh,
brother Jesse used to cut hair, and he taught me how to cut hair. So I've been cutting my own hair my entire life.
Never knew
Not
that.
my entire life, but
I cut
look,
mine now.
since college. Well, you know,
thank
when you
God that
cut
we got hair to cut, my brother.
when you cutting the ball, you don't even know how to do shape up nothing. You
That's right. Just
go
shave it.
crazy.
Just shave it off.
Go crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah, why
I
go?
was
Because especially since I cut my locks off. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I
so
go
I
in
can't
there.
even look. And then even if I wanted to get my hair cut, I just go to my brother's house.
Hmm.
It don't
Mhm.
cost me. Yeah, I'll go over to Jesse's house.
Yes. Okay. You still
He'll
cut.
because he still cuts. He'll have people lined up.
Oh,
Hmm.
I walk in the door. He be like, "Wait a minute, I'm gonna shake my brother up, and he gonna shake me up." I jump right in, boom, 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 and I take care of him. All right, bro, talk to you, and I'm out.
ain't nothing wrong with
Hmm.
that, man. Look, man, because
That's nice.
it costs like $50 to go to the barbershop now,
They
man.
do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah,
I take my
that's
grandkids. It's
that's
$40
crazy.
for the kids, and these are kids under the age of 12.
Wow,
I'm
that's
I
about to
take
go.
my
crazy.
grandson Eric. It's $35 for a shape up.
Yeah.
He
Wow,
got his
for a
hair and
shape
locked.
up.
And he got
$35.
dreadlocks.
Well, they say because they cut it back. Well, they
Yeah.
don't. They just and they edge it, make it look
Just
Right.
line it up.
yeah, line it up. That's what they call it. Line up. Yeah,
Well, Kenny got his cut off.
Wow.
He got his dreads
$35.
cut off too. So that's we got ours cut off in solidarity. But yeah,
And you know what?
yeah,
That was amazing because he decided he wanted them all by
yeah.
himself. His mom told me that at the wedding. She like
And he was my out. He was my out too. Once he did, I was like, oh, I can get mine done. Yeah, man.
he decided I
I
don't want
grew
them.
mine on the dare. I grew mine on the dare. I don't know if you knew that. You remember in high school at a Bush, and my kids saw this picture.
Yeah,
They were like, that ain't never happened again. So I had to prove them wrong. So
yeah.
yeah,
You know,
You look like you got a good grade of hair, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's out now. But yeah, I got the thing back, man. Look, man,
Yeah,
I
I
got a
saw
full
you
head.
sweating. Look nice.
Yeah, I got a full head there, man. I'm holding. Let me tell you, I'm holding on to as long as
I
I
was
can.
proud of him. But I ain't gonna say who, but somebody I was sitting with said, "Hey, look, Chris got that gray mustache and all that gray, beard and everything. Why ain't enough gray up top? What's going on
Well,
with
let me say, my wife, my wife wants me to dye my mustache and beard so bad. I'm not doing it.
that?" Yeah.
I got it honestly.
yeah, this is what I tell my
And I
wife.
do, look,
I earned this.
yeah,
You earned it.
I
You
have
earned that
strands
gray.
of gray, I have strands of gray, but I'm not the gray ghost. I don't control it.
Yeah,
My hair turned white. That's why I shaved my hair off. I look like Uncle Bender.
Man, you probably look distinguished, man.
He probably do. He probably do.
They
My
think you
father-in-law
Dr.
had his hair was white. He looked good. Women couldn't
telling
leave
you,
him
man.
alone.
It's
When
bad.
his wife died,
Oh, never mind. Mike, keep your hair cut. we don't put Mike in no bad situation.
You're right. Let me stop. Yeah, keep your head bald, Mike. Keep it bald. Yeah, I love my sister-in-law. You know,
Right here, man. Shelf girl in the supermarket 2 hours.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Anyway, man, yo, always a good show, man. Yo,
great show.
So we can pick a date in July, man, and we can do something.
Yeah, let's hang out over here one Saturday or something.
Yeah. Yo, what's up with the barbecue?
Fred called me the other day asking about it. Let's make it happen, man.
Yeah. It can't be on a Monday, though, man.
No, definitely can't be on a Monday.
What you talking about Monday? Every day Saturday.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, see, this is it. If I'm not working at work, I'm working at home. So I just told y'all that, man. Hey, I just showed my chainsaw one Saturday at your house, man.
All right.
Mike's like, all right, now I was joking. All right, man. It's another good show, man. I will see you guys next week, man.